I do love pun toys, toys which represent a phrase but in a punnish way. I've only found 3 so far, but this is one I've never shown before. It's in a box and it's called a scapegoat. Scapegoat. Well, it's one of those things where someone has to be the fall guy in the office, and take all the blame. It's quite biblical. The original idea of the turfs in the biblical times, the goat out into the wilderness, having loaded all their sins and all their problems on the poor creature. This one contains just one little goat. Curious enough, they've only given him 2 pins. I think he ought to have a bunch of pins, because on the back of the thing, well, they show him in the picture there with loads and loads of pins sticking out, looking not too unhappy, actually. But here's the creature himself, and it's got 2 bits of writing on it, that bit there, and then another bit here. Typically the things that happen in the office. And there's his face, looking a little bit hangdog, perhaps, and just one hang goat, yes, hang goat or hang dog, but only 2 pins, one black for very bad mistakes and one white for less bad mistakes, perhaps, or something like that. Something to have in the office as to behave as the fall guy. It's a nice idea. A scapegoat, a well-known expression. To actually produce it is charming. The other 2 I've shown before, but worth reenacting. I've always had a wish ever since my childhood, a long-felt want for a long-felt want. So I finally got one, about 20 years ago. Nice little play on words, and the word want is reproduced on the back as well. It's made of felt, of course, and it's long, and yes, that's what it is. So I finally achieved something that I've had a long felt want for, which is one of these. It's very cyclical, isn't it? Cyclical, mad. The last one was something which I've much revered. I almost overlooked it when I first saw this. I thought, what on earth is this thing here? It's an inflatable, you can see. So I've got my pump here, and we'll just have a go at inflating it and see what happens. It needs a sharp edge one. I love inflatable toys. I've always had a yen for them, and I've had a lot of them. This one here, then there's a bit of a mystery because it's just a lot of jumbled stuff, and it needs to be blown up to find out what it's talking about. But it's a well-known phrase, and it's reproduced in the form of a novelty. There we are, nearly done. A few more pumps, and it's just about there. Bit more. That's it. And it's got a non-return valve, I hope. If not, I'll pinch it and hold it in. Oops. And now at last we reveal what it says, which is what it's going to say to me. I can't get this the right way. Oh yes, here we are. I think we got the word ego there. E-G-O. E-G-O. We finally got there. There's the E, there's the G, and there's the O. I'm holding an inflated ego. Nice one, isn't it? So look out for these things. There are a few around. You take a phrase or have a go inventing something yourself, a short phrase, and make a sort of physical manifestation of it, such as the inflated ego. Wow, good stuff.